Are 2 shorter runs better than 1 longer run? Do you even need the long run at all? It's time to find out. For many years, Sunday was always long run day for me. Like many, I kind of just accepted that and it became a staple of my weekly training program. But why? Can 2 shorter runs actually provide the same results as 1 longer run? Well, I have to admit, when I was first posed that question, I quite stubbornly responded, no. Partly because I don't want to accept that what I've done for many years could possibly be wrong. But the more I've thought about it, looked into it, researched it, and considered things like differing abilities, injury prevention, life commitments, maybe there is something in it. Maybe I was wrong. Damn it. A quick Google search will tell you that the long run enhances cardiovascular efficiency, strengthens muscle endurance, improves metabolic function, raises lactate threshold, and boosts neuromuscular coordination. Lots of fancy technical stuff then, and clearly there are benefits to the long run. Now, how long your long run is really depends on how long your normal day-to-day runs are. And there's no real exact science on this. For example, if you typically run for 30 minutes on your day-to-day runs, then a long run might be in the region of 45 to 60 minutes. And then for more experienced runners, they'll typically run in excess of 60 minutes for their long run. So what happens if you split this long run into 2 shorter runs on the same day, even if the total time is the same? Do you still get the same gains? Well, surprisingly, there isn't actually a ton of research out there on this topic, which is probably why the debate rages on. I did, however, find a couple of studies, one of which found that there was no difference or improvement in VO2 between doing singles or doubles. In case you're wondering, that's a term the cool kids give it. Also, another study found that there was no improvement or difference in mitochondrial or capillary development either. I will add that these were studies, single studies, on mice, so take from that what you will. Now, as part of another recent video, I had the pleasure of undertaking doubles per day for a week as I undertook an elite marathon runner's training plan for a week. Now, that particular athlete told me that he does doubles to allow him to recover better and to allow him to do more volume without putting too much stress on his body. And he's off to the Olympics, so I think I'll trust what he says. I also know that a lot of other elite distance runners do the same too. Now, amazingly, I managed the week, a whopping 203 kilometers. And I'd say that's probably all thanks to the fact that I was doing doubles rather than single longer runs per day. So what is it that 2 shorter runs per day brings to the table versus 1 single longer run? For many, it'll be the flexibility. Splitting your runs can make it easier to fit into a busy schedule. 2 shorter runs can be less physically and mentally demanding, reducing the risk of injury and burnout. It can actually improve recovery through increased blood flow twice per day. And as a result, each run can be performed to a higher standard with better technique and form, not to mention it may allow you to cover a higher overall volume of running in a week. But the benefits of double runs go beyond just recovery and higher volume, because each time we run, we trigger the body to create functional adaptations, and it's the accumulation of these stimuli and adaptations that we strive for. So a general aerobic training stimulus twice per day rather than just once means that the genes that cause these desirable changes, such as increased mitochondria or oxygen carrying capacity, are activated for a greater total time in the day than if you just did 1 run. Well, that's it. I was wrong all along. Ban the long run. Well, not too fast, actually. Whilst the elite marathon plan I followed did include double runs most days, it also included 1 mammoth longer run, because they too bring something to the table that the double runs do not. The experience of covering a higher mileage in 1 run and the conditioning that comes with that. This can be especially important for training the gut and developing a nutrition strategy and adapting to the physiological stress of a longer run. Of course, I'm well aware I've opened up a can of worms here. It has long been taught that long runs improve the efficiency of the cardiovascular system. They strengthen your heart and improve the stroke volume, and therefore the amount of oxygen that you're getting to your working muscles. So which do you believe? Maybe it's not quite as black and white as we first thought. I think both singles and doubles actually have their place. Doubles are a fantastic way of getting in more volume, but can never really replace the benefits of singles. Well scheduled, I actually don't think there needs to be an argument for or against singles
or doubles. It also very much depends on what you are training for. If you're targeting a 5 or 10 kilometer run, then the importance of that single long run will be far less than someone training for a half marathon, or an Ironman. Now, actually, from my own perspective, personally, I'm struggling to get longer runs in these days, and actually previously I probably just wouldn't have bothered running at all because I just thought it's too short to actually see any benefits. But this is actually reassuring to hear that even a short run, I will see some benefits, and actually maybe I could run before or after work, however short it may be, and actually gain some benefits from that. Now, as always, if you're increasing the length of your long run, or you're starting to try out or introduce double run days, just do so with caution, particularly so with double run days, because actually it can be quite easy to increase the volume very quickly with that, and obviously you can run the risk of overtraining or overuse injuries. Now, if you have tried doubles or double run days before, let us know in the comment section down below. Are you still doing them? Again, let us know. Be really interested to hear from many of you, and if you're interested in them at all. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and see you next time.